Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Check out the notes section below. I want to thank everyone who retweets my tweets, who sends out my videos over Twitter. Thanks a lot. My Twitter information is below in the notes section. Bitcoin is up. It's around $613, silently climbing. Who knows what is next? And Monero is under 750, or was around 750, so that's pretty low compared to where it's been. But again, don't panic if you're a Monero person, as I think it's going down to 0.01 BTC. Now, speaking of altcoins, there was a commenter, two commenters on my videos, and I'll just read it in succession what they said. What? The alts is where the action is. Bitcoin is just a gateway. And the next person says, definitely, you'd be missing a fortune just trading only Bitcoin for US dollars these days. All right, guys. So you're encouraging gambling here. I don't think people are understanding the perspective I'm coming from here. Most of these altcoins are based on nothing. I mean, they're not very special. There are these ICOs, just people piling into something they have no idea about, and it's just a pump. It's just a pump and dump. I mean, the anonymous coins, at least you know they do something different than Bitcoin. So for the people that are saying, oh, this is where the action is, oh yeah, of course, there's price jumps and doubles, some double every day. It's very unpredictable. But I mean, 2.5 months ago, how happy would you be if you paid $4 or $3 for Steem 2.5 months ago? Now look where you'd be when it's 46 cents. I mean, is that very exciting? Because that's the other side of the story that people don't talk about when it comes to altcoins, or at least certain people don't talk about it. I talk about it. When you're gambling, there are always going to be a lot of losers, and this is gambling. And people don't mention that aspect of gambling, or they don't even want to recognize that aspect of gambling. They don't want to admit that when you're gambling, there's going to be a losing side, and sometimes the house is just going to kick your butt. And that's why we have a huge gambling industry, I guess, because people don't want to admit it. People think that, oh, this newest thing, it's not a gamble. Everyone's going to win. Everyone's going to win. And that's not the way these altcoins, many of them are just pump and dump. So just heed the lesson of Steem. I mean, people were going wild. Oh, I got to get in now. It's $2. Oh, look, it's $3. Now it's $4. And now today it's 46 cents. So, I mean, is that, again, that can happen all the time. And we don't hear a lot, if you've been following cryptocurrency for a little while now, you might remember that before Ethereum, and when Bitcoin was having a pretty bad year, all the cryptocurrencies were having a really bad year in 2015. I mean, there was none of this altcoin euphoria. And there could be a panic out of altcoins. Easily. And if people panicked out of altcoins, where are all those traders going to go? They're going to go into Bitcoin. And that is never spoken about. It's never spoken about because everyone talks about, well, there could be a massive panic in the euro, and that could help Bitcoin, and that could help the dollar. And yeah, that's true. But it could be much more likely than there being a massive panic in the euro, which is a fiat currency used by millions and millions and millions of people all over this globe. It could be much more likely there'd be a panic out of altcoins. Altcoins aren't used for anything. They're literally used for nothing but speculation. Totally, for gambling. That's all they are used for. So there could easily be a panic out of altcoins. And where are they all going to go? They're going to go into Bitcoin, those traders. And again, I still say, just because of the demographics of the people that are interested in Bitcoin, the people that are interested in altcoin, how I know people are completely impatient, that there will be many more altcoin spikes. Many more, because more and more young guys are going to join. They're not going to be able to be patient with Bitcoin, like many of you are. Like the people I just quoted. They're not patient people. They don't understand what an investment is. They're just pump and dump. Flip, pump and dump, flip. You're going to get screwed over with that one day. You just can't keep doing that. You can't think, oh, I'm going to be able to ride the wave every single time. There have been guys on here that have posted how they've lost a lot trying to ride the wave and everything. And again, look at Steem. just look at Steem as an example. And well, anyway, so also some of you are going to say, well, how about there's a Bitcoin panic? What's going to happen if there's a Bitcoin panic? Well, there could be a Bitcoin panic, indeed. They're not going to run to altcoins, because if there's a Bitcoin panic, the altcoins are going down too. If there's a flow in Bitcoin, there'll be such a panic about cryptocurrency that all of the cryptocurrencies will go down, okay? Bitcoin leads the way. And I know some of you don't want to admit that or don't believe it, but I just go around the real world, ask real people what they've heard of. They've heard of Bitcoin. They don't know any altcoin from anything. Most people don't know Bitcoin at all. But Bitcoin has articles written about it. Bitcoin is synonymous with cryptocurrency, okay? So if Bitcoin goes down the tube, all of them are going down to the tube. And people will rush into gold or dollars. They're not going to rush into your magical altcoin that you think is so great. That's not going to happen if Bitcoin went down. On the other hand, if there's a mass panic in the altcoin scene, if all the speculators are like, I've had enough of this, because it's all based on speculation, they're going to run into Bitcoin. Okay, I just wanted to bring up those aspects so people understand, because these altcoins are gambling. They are gambling. There are a few that are okay speculations based on a few factors, maybe. So this is a good segue into Tone Vays, because Tone Vays says all of them are worth nothing, only Bitcoin, okay? And to tell you the truth, that isn't that far-fetched. Now, so some people think that Tone is being obnoxious when he posts this Bitcoin Maximalist price adjustment tweet, which I will link to, where he says that the market cap on all the cryptocurrencies is X. You just divide it by the number of Bitcoins in existence, and you get $720. So that is the true value of Bitcoin, because all the cryptocurrencies are going to disappear eventually. I will link to that. But it is not that far-fetched, because if you go back to 1997 and you look at all of the portals, Yahoo was a portal, there was something called Alta Vista, there was InfoSeek, there was Excite, there were Lycos. Some of them were listed on stock exchanges, okay? Most of them were. Yahoo was too. None of them exist anymore except for Yahoo, okay? And Yahoo is being purchased, and not that portals are that big of a thing. Portals were eventually surpassed by search engines, which Yahoo sort of was, and those other ones sort of were, but Google is a true search engine. But my point is this: you have a new innovation, and there are a lot of players in the field. There's one big player called Yahoo. Many of them get listed on the stock market, and they all disappear but Yahoo. Yahoo's value, by the way, is worth a lot more than it was in 1997. So that's another good comparison. So yes, Tone has got a good theory going on there, that Bitcoin might be the only one standing at the end, that its true value right now is all of them combined, all of the cryptocurrencies combined, and in the future its value will be much, 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 much more. Now, what happened to Yahoo is that eventually something completely different, Google was different than Yahoo, it's not a portal, came along and pushed it to the side. But again, Yahoo is worth something today. I'm Adam Meister. Everyone, have a great Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year. I will talk to you later.